Aquarius, this is the energy between you and your person currently in separation. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Also, even maybe the person who's dealing with an Aquarius, this could be your energy as well. What's going on for the Aquarius in separation currently? We definitely had some cards come out immediately, Aquarius. So let's see what they are. We have faith. And then we have complicated. Oh, Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, I feel like many of you could be in a point in your separation still where you may still be holding on to something that you think is worth holding on to. But I understand why. You know, it's like, it's not easy. You know what I mean? Like, you've been through things, right? You have you have emotions tied up in this person. You have investments tied up in this person. Time spent, you know what I'm saying? Some of you maybe even have kids, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's complicated. Like, it really is complicated. So, I get it. But nevertheless, though, that could exactly be why you still have some faith that this could work out, or that you can hold on to this. Aquarius, I feel like there's a message here that you could just also be holding on to the pretty parts. You may not necessarily be remembering all of the shit, all the bullshit that's got you in separation right now, you know? Yeah, under the deck you have hopeful, Aquarius. So there's a reason, or for whatever reason, you still are remaining hopeful that something can come together from this situation. Okay? This person affected you on such a level with electric touch. Yeah, you're still in love, Aquarius. I'm still in love with you, boy. Sweet honey. It was the way that this person talked to you. It was the way that they spoke to you so softly, so what you thought was sincerely, you know? It's just, there's so many memories wrapped up in with this person, but they're golden memories. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? You're only remembering the good parts of the rose. You're not remembering the thorns. You understand? Okay? Yes, there is currently some distance between you two. For sure. Alright, let's go ahead and get into some tarot. Alright, Aquarius. Aquarius, what are we learning in this time, I guess? Ace of Swords. So, Aquarius, I feel like you may be learning or having to sit with uncomfortable truths during this time. Even if that's all of, like I said, like earlier, you're still holding on, right? You're still hopeful for some sort of reconciliation here in this situation because you know that things can be complicated. Maybe you feel like, oh, they didn't mean the things that they said, or they didn't mean the things or the ways that they treated me. And it's just like, girl, wake up. They did. Okay, they did that shit. All right? They did that shit. Okay? And yes, it may have resulted in you having some sort of like karmic ties with this person. Okay. Well, yes, because they needed you to invest in them enough. So they may have trapped you into, having children with them, because that would be one way that they could drain your energy. They may have trapped you into investing in a business or whatever. Anyway, whatever way that they got you knotted up in complicated situations, they did it on purpose so that they could keep a constant supply. Aquarius. Even when they are distant from them, and then but you still having this energy about them, they're still feeding off of that energetically, because that was by design. So even when they're distant from you, they're still feeding off of all of the good, sweet promises that you made. That's fucking sick, but it's true. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Usually I would feel like this is like something that becomes sped up. Usually, because like the Knight of Pentacles can read something being slowed down or delayed. With it being in reverse, I do get an energy of like something being a little bit more sped up. But the motivation for it is what's inverted in a way. You know what I mean? It's like, let me hurry up and just give Aquarius something so they don't leave me. Okay? And it's just like, okay, thanks. Yeah, this is what I wanted, but like not with that attitude, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of energy that I get from that. Okay? And then we have, because it's like they're trying to, it's like it's a breadcrumb given to you so that you don't abandon them, because you would be abandoning them by choosing yourself. Okay? So it's like, I'm just going to go, let me just give Aquarius this real quick. And that's fucked up, because that means they had it to give you the whole time. Whatever that was, whatever it was that you wanted from them in the time that y'all were together, Aquarius, they had it to give the whole time. But to keep you in a cycle of wanting something from them, it's like, okay, they'll just give it to you real quick and then they bounce and they leave. Or they give it to you, but it's with an attitude, and it's like it starts a fight, and then it's like now y'all are in separation. But Aquarius is like, you got what you wanted, but then you're left wanting more. And that's like the fucked up part about it. Oh, Aquarius, this is just nasty work. Nasty work here. We got the Queen of Pentacles here, Aquarius. Okay, listen, the Queen of Pentacles energy, Aquarius, speaks to your nurturing energy. This is the nurturing energy here that they saw in you in the first place. So it's like they knew that you were generous. They knew that you were kind. They knew that you operated in overflow. So they wanted to be able to take from that. Okay? And in return, they wanted to offer you hope. But hope doesn't refill the well once it's dry. Okay? You can hope all day, but the well is still empty if the well is still empty. Okay. And yeah, and here they come. Just like we knew they would come. Just like we knew they would come. Oh, that little breadcrumb didn't work. Oh, okay. Now they got to show out a little bit. All it does is end up just widening the divide between you even more. But step one, though, Aquarius, really is realizing that, you know, I think that you had, well, first of all, if you're already in separation, then I feel like many of you have already realized that there's something really, really wrong here. The thing is that I feel like you may still be caught up in romanticizing the relationship, which is causing you to not fully get over it. But you will. You really, really will. Or you really should. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe this may be the, I don't want to, some of you, this may be the message where you realize, okay, like what this person is doing. This person is like using your hope, using your faith in them to continue to benefit off of getting and receiving your love and your good energy. They've infiltrated themselves into your life in complicated ways in order to ensure that you would remain a constant source of supply to them. But all I'm saying is, Aquarius, is that I do know that you will come to know that you don't need a fuck thing from them. You don't need nothing from them. Okay? And then you leave them hurt and confused, trying to figure out why. Alright, I don't know. Aquarius. Aquarius, that's the message. That's really the message. I don't know. Hopefully somebody understood that. Hopefully that was for someone. Okay? Let's get some advice. We can get some advice here. Ooh. Yeah. Love call. Expressing love. Messages of love. Thinking of you. Informing you. Yep. This is their way of trying to get back on your radar. Now that they feel you slipping. They're like, oh, Aquarius in separation, they really mean it. Let me try to, you know. Okay. You're enabling your boundaries here. We have girl with a snake. So Aquarius, you're enabling your boundaries. Okay. And you're getting to a point to where you're not allowing yourself to be charmed here by this person. Okay. Sunglasses, watching, looking, perception, stalking. This person may be at a distance from you, but trust me, they are watching you. And this is how they know when to pop back up. Karmic relationship, like I said, okay, resentment, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting, okay? But karmic relationship for sure. And look, get into the breadcrumb energy. Like this person is, again, like they're keeping you tied to them in two ways. Y'all have deep, deep karmic connections together in this lifetime. Through marriage, children, businesses, etc. And then, but in separation, like they still have their feelers out. They're still, they still try to, like even when you're forgetting about them, because even when you have karmic relationships with people, it's still possible to live your life and not think about them. They're just kind of, in the recesses of your mind, but they find little ways to make sure that you pop back up in the front, or that they pop back up in the front. Yeah. Seduction. This person is out here doing whatever they want to do willy-nilly. Okay. But then with you, it's a different type of seduction. It's like with you, they seduce your mind. They don't even necessarily have to do anything physical with you. They seduce your mind by putting you in like a hopeful state type of trance. It's like it's this. Oh, some of you Aquarius, you may be dealing with like a magician. Yeah, it goes back to this this electric touch energy here that we saw earlier. Okay, like this person knows exactly the type of way to influence you, whether that's through touch or through mind. You know, I don't know. I can't even articulate it. I can't even articulate it. But Aquarius, I think you know what I'm trying to say. All right. Hopefully y'all were able to get something from this message, Aquarius. I don't want to drag this out. I think I've said everything that I needed to say. I just know that it is complicated, and I know that it is hard, especially when somebody's selling you a hopeful dream, but meanwhile in reality you're in separation. And so it's like you don't know what to do with those feelings. You don't know you don't know what to believe. You don't know what you don't know what to believe, like what they're telling you or what they're showing you. They're telling you that they love you and that they want you, but they're showing you that they're able to be distant from you for periods of time without communication, without giving you, the things that you require. And then when they are wanting to give you the things that you require, they do it with an attitude. They do it like they didn't have it to give. Meanwhile, they had it the whole time. All right, Aquarius, I'm out of here. You guys, before I go though, thank you so much for y'all's time, and please, please follow me over on my Instagram. I am trying to build my community there. Okay, so it really mean a lot to me if you went over there and just gave some engagement, gave a like, gave a follow. I'm just asking so nicely. All right, bye.